Let's take a minute to look at a typical team that is headed up by a title leader. Well, the first thing you know, of course, is that that title leader is always complaining about the quality of their people. Why can't I get any good people? Why is it that I'm always surrounded by idiots? The title leader is always saying. And they've got lots of answers for that. By the way, none of which involve them or their leadership style. The answers are always, it's millennials, they're entitled helicopter parents, and they've got all these different reasons, but the reason is never them. So let's say quitting time is 5 o'clock. Let's put this on a construction site. This could be a team anywhere. It could be in an office or a software company. It doesn't matter where, they all look the same. So about 25 after 4, that person on the team is thinking, well, maybe it's kind of time to start tidying up. So they sweep up a little bit, put some tools away, take their time. Now it's 20 to 5 and they think, well, I had my coffee here. Why go home and waste water in my toilet at home? I might as well use the company toilet because I drank it on company time. So they use the facilities and then they come out. Now it's 1:45. And now they make their rounds, kind of saying their goodbyes to everyone, touching base with the other team members. Hey, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? You're watching the game? Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And by the time it's 4:59, the team leader looks around, the title leader looks around, everybody's gone. You could shoot a cannon down any of the aisles and everybody's gone. Now, they've also parked strategically because you want to make sure that when you're working for a title leader that you've backed into your spot, because you don't want to take all the time to have to back out and then go out of the yard. You want to make sure you've backed in and that you're nice and close to the gate so that you can get out first and you're not caught in traffic. Because when you're working for a title leader, you don't want to have to spend 1 second more than you have to do at that job because it's purely a trade of time for money. So as soon as it's 4:59 and a half, they're out of the gate and they're gone. That's what a work site looks like with a title leader. And the title leader is always saying, why can't I find any decent people? Well, you know what? The truth is, sometimes I'd like to sit with those title leaders and say, you know why you can't find any good people? It's because people don't trust or respect you. If people started trusting and respecting you, you'd get better quality people and you'd also get them to engage and you'd get a lot more out of them. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. Here's how to spot a title leader. You know that they're a title leader when people follow because they have to. So think, I'm the teacher, you're the student, so be quiet. Go out in the hall, get to the principal's office, I'm the teacher. Okay, they have the title and you're forced into it. I'm a captain, you're a private, do what I say. I'm the site superintendent, you're a carpenter, just do what you're told. That is title leadership. Now, there's nothing wrong with title leadership. It's just that it's the first rung on the ladder. When you get to be a leader the first time, you're just a title leader to the people around you. They don't know you. They don't necessarily have any respect for you. All they know is that they have to do what you say because you have the title. The title leader always has a need for the real leader to come and enforce their orders. So maybe the teacher isn't the real leader, but the teacher says, how would you like to go to the principal's office, young man? And you think to yourself, okay, I don't want to go to the principal's office because the principal's the real leader and they need the principal to come and enforce those orders. Or, hey, carpenter, I'm the foreman here. And if you don't listen to what I say, how would you like me to go to the site superintendent? Well, I don't want to go to the site superintendent. That's the real leader. So I'll do what you say. But they need the real leader to come in and enforce their orders. So at some point, the real leader in the business has to come and say, okay, team, you know what? I delegated authority to this person, so you need to listen to them and do what they say because I have delegated that authority. But you don't listen to them because they're just a title. You only listen to the real leader. And a sure mark of a title leader is that the real leader has to drop in and enforce their orders. The title leader is always in a struggle to engage people. So they're always saying things like, why can't I get any good people? Why does this team seem so unengaged, so bored? Why do they not seem to put their hearts in it? Why, when quitting time comes, are they gone like a shot and they'll never stay 1 minute past quitting time? What's the answer? What's the reason? And the title leader usually will come up with the answer that they're bad people. I'm just surrounded by idiots. Why can't I make any good hires? They're millennial, they're Gen Z. That's the problem. It's not me. But sometimes it's because that leader has never gone to the next rung in the leadership ladder. They've stayed at that title rung, and they've assumed that having a title means something to their followers. And it doesn't mean anything. Nobody really cares about your title at the end of the day. Nobody follows a title. You'll find that title leaders just don't succeed in volunteer leadership roles, because it's one thing when, if you don't show up and do what I tell you to do, you're not going to get paid. You won't pay your mortgage. You can't pay your rent and all that sort of stuff. But if it's, hey, I want you to show up for free and do what I tell you to do and follow me as a leader, well, that takes something more than a title. So you'll find that title leaders just don't succeed when there isn't money at stake or someone isn't forced to follow them. And you'll find all of that in a volunteer role. So if you want to know if you're a title leader, just go try to be a volunteer and see if people follow you when they're not paid to do it. You'll find out pretty quickly. Title leaders tend to appeal to rules, authority structures, and policies to get things done. And I think part of the reason for that is they've seen in the past that nobody will follow them unless they do appeal to the rules. You have to the authority structures and policies to get those things done. So they're quick to go to policy manuals. They're quick to want to use SOPs. They're quick to point to the org chart and chain of command, because they know the only way you're ever going to follow them is if you're forced to do it.